What's up, legends? Benchmark Bets is back, and we're locked in with 2 NBA picks. But that's not all. I'm going to take you through some leans that I like in the 2 NBA games today. So buckle up. I've done the homework. Let's hit these and stack these wins. Alright, before we get into these picks, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has been tuning in. It seriously means a lot. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and smash that like button if you're loving these daily NBA analysis. It really helps to get this video out to more people like you. So, for the first pick, I'm looking at Lonzo Ball over 8.5 rebounds and assists, and here is why. He's cleared this line in 15 out of the last 20 games with an average of 9.3 rebounds. The Bulls give up the 10th most assists and 6th most rebounds to his position. Also, the Bulls play at the 3rd fastest pace in the league, which should give more opportunity to Lonzo Ball to grab those assists and smash those boards. He will also be matched up on a lower usage guy from the Bulls, meaning more rebound opportunities. He's projected to play 25 minutes tonight when he plays between 22 to 28 minutes. He is over this line in 11 out of 15 games, averaging 9.2 rebounds and assists. That's a pretty strong trend, so we're locking in Lonzo Ball over 8.5 rebounds and assists for the first play. And for the second play, I'm looking at Naz Reid over 8.5 rebounds and assists, and here is why. The Grizzlies give up the 4th most rebounds and assists to his position, and with Zach Edey out of the lineup, they've been getting crushed on the glass. When Gobert's off the floor, Reid steps up and grabs those extra boards, and he's got solid assist upside too. Especially when kicking it out to teammates, the Grizzlies give up the 10th most assists from above the 3-point break. Reid's expected to play 29 minutes tonight, when he sees between 26 to 32 minutes. He is over this line in 7 out of 11 games, averaging 8.8 rebounds and assists. So, Naz Reid over 8.5 rebounds and assists is play number 2. Now let's look at some leans. Plays that I'm tracking, but not fully there. But some of them are a bit different. So let's look at the Cavs versus the Bulls game. And the first one I'm looking at is Donovan Mitchell over 30.5 points. This is a very, very strong lean of mine. However, I'm not playing the 30.5. I'm going to play the 35 points and the 40-point line. The 35, you can get plus 180, and for 40, you can get plus 430. Much better upside for this, and I can definitely see it happening. As you can see from his trends, usually when he's had a pretty shit game, he goes over. So let's start from the start. With against the Celtics, he only had 15. Then he smashed the Hawks for 37. Rockets, 21. Smashed the Pacers for 32. Raptors for 17. Smashed the Hawks again for 42. And the Celtics, where he definitely doesn't like playing them, smashed the Pacers for 43. Nice little trend there. Let's see if it keeps on going. Also, like I was saying before, he does have a soft matchup. I don't know if I didn't say that. But yeah, he has a nice soft matchup today. The Bulls give up the 2nd most points within 10 feet of the basket, and also the 8th most points to primary ball handlers, where Donovan Mitchell loves to score his points. So, Donovan Mitchell for 35 and 40 points is my first very strong lean. Now I have another lean that I'm sort of liking, not as much, but it is pretty close. Kobe White over 4.5 assists. Now, something that I'm sort of tending to see with these games is guards who make passes. Not as much as the main primary ball handler, but the second one in the lineup. As you can see, from previous games, players who make a decent amount of passes are over this line in 10 out of 15 games, averaging averaging a 5% difference from their lines. Also, like I was saying before, White isn't the main contributor here. Giddy obviously is their main playmaker. However, I can see White doing some of them, passing to the likes of Buzelis or a Kevin Huerta above the break, where the Cavs give up the 6th most assists to. Also, actually no, that's all I really like about Kobe White. Hopefully the trend continues, and over 4.5 assists is my second lean. So for the next lean, same game, looking at Jalen Tyson over 13.5 points. There's a pretty decent matchup here today. The Bulls give up the 8th most points to catch and shoot plays, and obviously the 2nd most points to within 10 feet of the basket. Spot up and transitions looking pretty decent, putbacks looking pretty decent, and also pick and roll ball handlers looking decent too. Recent players who have played against the Bulls that play a similar position are over this line in 2 out of 3 times. Also, he's projected to play 31 minutes today, so when he plays between 28 to 34 minutes, he is over this line in 7 out of 12 games, averaging 14.8. If this line was 1 or 2 points lower, I would definitely be taking this 100%. However, that 13.5 is a little bit of different buffer. However, with the high scoring game, I can definitely see this happening. I can still see him getting 14 points here. So that's it for the Cavs and the Bulls game. Now let's look at the Wolves and the Grizzlies game. And the first one I'm looking at is Dante DiVincenzo over 14.5 points. Actually, sorry, scratch that. I was looking at that. However, I found something even better. Dante DiVincenzo over 3.5 assists. Very good lean here. With Conley out, DiVincenzo should see more primary ball handler minutes. I'd love this even if Anthony Edwards sits. Without Anthony Edwards, DiVincenzo is over this line in every single game so far this year, averaging 4.8 assists per game. Also, the Grizzlies give up the 10th most assists to above the break. Give up the 10th most assists to above the break, where DiVincenzo gets 25% of his assists from. Also in games where Anthony Edwards doesn't play, he averages 7.8 potential assists, and obviously he's over this line 100%. But even with Edwards, he still gets roughly 6 potential assists. So when he's had 6 potential assists in a game, he's over this line in 6 out of 9 times, averaging 4.3 assists. So even if Edwards does play, I can still definitely see him getting these assists regardless. And for the final lean, I'm looking at Santi Aldama over 6.5 rebounds, and here is why. Another soft matchup here. The Wolves allow 8th most rebounds to his position. Triple J will likely spend time on Gobert, freeing up Aldama for more rebounding chances. He averages about 10 rebound chances. I'm looking at the wrong thing. He averages about 10 rebound chances per game. So when he does get 10 rebound chances, he is over this line in 10 out of 16 games with an average of 7.3 rebounds per game. Also, if we look at this even further, we look at the games without Edie, and also where he's playing 25 plus minutes. He's over this line in 5 out of 7 games, averaging 7.3 rebounds. Either way, Aldama for over 6.5 rebounds is another strong lean that I'm liking. So that's it for today's leans and picks. Appreciate everyone who's made it this far. It really helps with the channel, helps the channel grow. Also, drop a like and a comment for which one of these plays is your favorite. And also, again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Anyways, stay safe. Good luck with your bets, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Laters.